Hello and welcome to Center 1 of our Beaks, Feet, and Feathers unit, part of our adaptations theme. This is a focus on feet and feathers. So this one is another one where we are borrowing from the Denver Museum of Nature and Science. I don't have those specimens with me for the video because I picked them up right the day we start ELF pretty much. But what I would recommend is I will post the video of how to handle the specimens, and if some of you came to the training, in-person training when we did our first unit this year, having a parent who has been through that training for this center is highly recommended, just because we're very privileged to be able to use all of these specimens. They're very valuable and we want to keep that relationship really solid. So please be careful with the specimens. I recommend bringing one out at a time. Because then students can focus on the one thing you're trying to show them, and then you don't have as much management to do. You can just be managing the one thing at a time. You probably won't have a chance to go through all of the specimens, so do what you can and let the children's interest kind of lead you as you go. So there's some different things on our instructions. There's a kind of a feathers focus, and we do have some flight feathers. There's something called the zip demo where you can kind of see how the wings attach. There is not enough feathers for each student to take one home. So don't give these out to students. Use them and then put them back in the bin. If one of them gets super overused, we have plenty. So if one gets kind of ruined and unusable, you can throw it away. But there's a more detailed explanation of how to look more deeply. We also have some hand lenses so you can get a closer up look of the structure of the feathers. There's also some specimens that can go into the different types of feathers, flight versus contour, down, and plume feathers. So you can talk about the different types of feathers and see those and how those are adaptations for different types of birds. And then there's also feet. We're going to look at climbers, graspers, perchers, runners, scratchers, and swimmers. And in the specimens, you'll be able to see the different types of feet and talk about how those are adaptations for the environment that the specific bird lives in. There's a lot of background information and visuals that you can help talking about different types of feathers, different feet tracks and their uses. So you might, once you bring out the specimens, you probably won't get kids to look at the posters. So maybe as you're setting them up for what you're going to be doing, you can spend some time looking at this. This is another reason we do 4 centers and then leave time at the end, is this will give you a little bit more time. I would try to go about 20 minutes per center so that you can really get into these specimens. So that's another reason to do only 4 centers, and then we'll do the owl pellets at the end. So if you have any questions or if anything is missing or running low, please send us an email at mitchellelf@gmail.com.